Hey guys, this is Zach with ECS Tuning, and today we're bringing some great news to the market for F22, F30, F32, and F87 N55 owners. Turner Motorsport made an intake. We're going to take a quick look at it, and then I'm going to show you how to install it on this M2. So there are a couple options with this intake. Both are made out of carbon fiber and both are gorgeous, but they offer a glossy version and a matte version, which I think looks really good. Both are offered with an optional lid to isolate a little bit more heat. Both come with this wrinkle black powder coated heat shield and a high flow reusable oiled cotton filter. So already it looks better than stock, but does it perform? Turner says yes. On a stage 1 car, they're seeing gains of 7 wheel horsepower and 14 foot-pounds of torque just with the addition of the intake. So it looks good, it performs. Now let's see how easy it is to install and how it sounds. This whole install can be completed with our 1/4" drive Schwab and socket set. All you'll need is a flathead, a 2.5mm Allen, a 3mm Allen, a 4mm Allen, a 6mm Allen, a T15 Torx bit, and a 13mm socket. First, at the car here, we're going to remove this brace. And of the vehicles that this intake fits, the M2 is the only one that's going to have this brace. And the brace actually prohibits you from running the lid on the Turner intake. But if you decide to remove the brace, you can run a lid. For us here, I'm going to leave this brace installed and we're just going to install the open intake. So to remove the brace, it's 4 13s and it comes off pretty easy. Okay, so now we're going to remove the mass airflow connector and the recirc line next to it, which they say only comes on automatic cars. So if you have a manual vehicle, they will include a plug. Now with a flathead, we'll loosen this hose clamp. So we've got a grommet here and a couple grommets in the airbox, so we're just going to pull up out of the hose. Now we just need to pop the grommets at the airbox. Not too bad. Okay, now with a T15, we will gently pull the mass airflow sensor out of the stock airbox and get it ready to swap into the Turner intake. Oh. Okay, so with the supplied hardware from Turner, it's a 2.5mm Allen screw. I'm going to pop the MAF into place and put these screws in. We've already got our bulb seal in place and we've got 2 grommets popped in, and we've also got our Reflectagold stuck to the back. So the last thing we need to do to get this thing ready is install these 2 machined standoffs into the heat shield, and these are what will pop into the grommets and hold the heat shield in place. It's going to take a 6 and a 4mm Allen. Okay, this is ready to go in the car. Before we pop the heat shield on, we need to give the heat shield some stuff to mount to. We need to add a grommet. Just clips onto the frame rail down here. Done deal. And then we need to add this threaded clip, and it clips into this little hole at the end of the frame apron. Just like that. Now we're ready to drop the heat shield into place. Okay, so we're just going to be aiming our standoffs at these grommets, and we'll walk the front down under this air snorkel, and that should line them up pretty well. Okay, we are in our grommets. All right, now we need to take this supplied 4mm Allen screw and put it through this grommet and into the clip that we just installed, like so. Okay, here we go. Put her into the heat shield first, and then get her into her intake hose. Perfect. Now we've got 2 3mm Allen screws to hold the intake tube to the heat shield. Pop the recirc line back in place. And MAF air sensor connector. Now we got our high flow filter here. Slide it onto the end, got a flathead, and tighten it up. All right, now we will slide our brace back into place. All right, that's it. That was a super easy install. Now, let's listen to it. Well, it sounds awesome. I wish I could go drive it some more, but unfortunately it's a little bit too salty out at the moment. So that's gonna wrap us up. If you want to let your N55 powered car breathe a little bit better, check the links in the description below to see all the fitment options. And other than that, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.